I am so discombobulated today. I apologize. I'm going in 7 different directions. I'm trying to get so many things done. Oh, I'm trying to read this book. And shoot, I had it written down. Um Book 36. I love me a series. I do love me a series. Welcome to the Do Louise book series. I'm Christina Tina. This is where we read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music, none of that fancy smashy stuff going on here. Just reading books, talking books. And it's kind of obvious how far in advance I fill some of these. uh, so anyways, are you coming up here? What? So, we've got we don't get as much um individuals as we used to. So let me just keep this as so Meg, she works for the mayor, but we don't do too much of that this time around. It is Christmas. I also miss out on her mom's decorations. They decorated her house, but not to the full extravagant extent that they have in previous years, because Delaney is with child and they're holding the stuff other places than Meg's house. So her mother is putting her efforts. There's a conference at the Carfilly Inn, so the mother's putting the efforts over there. Yes, Meg's house is decorated, but not to the extent that it normally is. And I kind of miss that. I keep wanting to invite Meg's mother over to my house to fix my house. I have a small house, but I'd like to decorate, and I would love to have a Winter Wonderland theme just once. So I miss her mom's decorating in this. And, so Meg, and she's a blacksmith, but we don't do any of that in here. She's more working. Well, she's technically not really working. Maybe she's the mayor's assistant, but it's not brought up. We brought it up in last book. We talked about it. But this time there's this big, huge second chance conference going on at the Carfilly Inn about people that have been wrongly incarcerated because so-and-so was out to get them, or because they didn't allow certain witnesses to come forward, or a whole bunch of extenuating circumstances. So they're having this second chance conference to talk about how to go about doing an appeal and getting a second chance. And there's a couple of people there that are totally, absolutely 100% against giving anyone a second chance. And they're like this focused. They have a vendetta. They're determined. They're like this. We see a little bit of Meg's mom. We see her dad a little bit. We don't see him as much as we normally do. Chief Burke, the chief of police, but also a family friend. And Horace, the CSI. Kevin, the computer geek. So we have a lot of family members coming and going. So it's all one big, huge family. And this, Kevin and the chief, and Robert, they're all involved in this second chance thing. So this big, huge conference is going on at the Carfilly Inn, which is the best inn in town. And there's a couple of people that are totally, like I said, against it, and they're forever making trouble, picking fights, starting vengeances, calling out convicts that are attending the meeting, telling them they should go back to jail and all this kind of stuff. And this guy really, 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 really gets on people's nerves, and it gets to the point where they have to ban him from the inn because he's just making so much trouble. And he was about to go to jail himself because he took a shrimp fork and attacked a dog. A helpless dog that was protecting her owner, and who's a little bit on the downside. But he had left the dog with the girl at the front desk, and the dog was just sitting there minding its own business when this guy comes out and attacks the dog with a shrimp fork. And he's screaming that the dog bit him, and the dog attacked him, and blah, 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 blah. Whole 9 yards. And then they're like, well, let me see it so we can examine you. And there's not mark on the guy. So he was totally, absolutely 100% lying. So because of that incident, they banned him from the hotel, but they also are going to start proceedings on him. And they continue at the conference, and Michael's her husband. He's off stage. Quite a bit of the book. I have an author that says if the stuff happens on the page, then it's on stage. But if you're told about it happen later, then that's off stage. And there's big, huge conference going on. We get to know some of the conference members and stuff like that. And then this guy gets killed behind Meg's property, and Rose Knorr finds it. And Rose Knorr is her cousin. She's very spiritual. She's very wicked about herbs and doing ceremonies and cleansing ceremonies and the whole nine yards. And this leaves her a little shaken. And we also have Meg also has the biggest library in town in her house, which is just I would just love. You know me and libraries. I just love libraries. I want one in my house. I only own about 3,500 books. A couple of my friends, I was saying to some gentleman the other day that I owned about 3,500 books, and he turns around and tells me he owns 20. Oh, like, well, you got me beat. And even a couple of my friends have books piled to the ceiling, so they've got me beat too. So compared to them, I may be a little bit more organized than them. This is the paranormal section, and it's alphabetical by author. And of course, during the year, Laurel's on top. Any of my other videos, you will see Laurel on top instead of my little Christmas houses that my mom did years ago. And then I have a Regency section over there. I am a Regency mystery paranormal person. And I'm also, hopefully yesterday, please watch my if thens for all year. I'm getting ready to do something for that. So where was it? Oh yeah, so back to this. So the guy gets murdered and they're doing an investigation, and Kevin got close to one of the girls there at the conference, but you're thinking she's a little iffy. You're thinking all these members are a little iffy. And Delaney and her pregnancy, and I was very, very angry. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Delaney goes into labor on the last page, and that's it. You know nothing. That's how it ends. We are not told male, female, boy, girl, nothing. They're headed to the hospital in a snowplow because it's a snowstorm. It's 2 days before Christmas. Poor kid. Any kid that's born around Christmas. I think it's unfair. Their parents should schedule a birthday party in June or July. Because to do Christmas and birthday, that's an awful lot at once. So maybe a 4th of July party, a birthday, half-year birthday party would be good. Because to celebrate with Jesus, I mean, you know, it's probably an honor and a privilege and a spiritual thing. But present-wise, from a kid's point of view, it might be a little rough. I had a childhood friend that was born 2 days after Christmas. So she was a little 30 some odd days older than me. And, but she passed away of cancer a couple of years ago. And then my other gal pal, I don't even know why I got on this subject, but my other gal pal, had a whole bunch of health stuff. But as much health stuff as God threw at her, he gave her a kid. Every time something horrific happens to this chick, he gave her a kid. And I was so jealous. Not of her horrific stuff, but the fact that God gave her all those kids. God gave me putty cats. But anyways, last year, she was a big Masked Singer fan. And she watched the episode and then she dropped in. So she's gone too. So anyway, sorry, I got off the beaten track here. So we have to find out. There are a ton of people that wanted this guy dead. A ton of people. So they got to go through the witnesses. They're going through the surveillance. And the kids, Jamie, Josh, Meg's kids, and Adam, the Burke's kid or adopted kid, get together and they survey the inn and they plan escape plans to see if they can get out without being spotted on the camera. And they do a really good job. And their third try, they do it, and they point out some major blank spots in the hotel security. So Ekavina, I can't say her name right. They're gonna fix that. But so you get to catch up on all the relatives. Not as much as usual. It feels like an out of town, and it's not an out of town. Meg spends most of her time at the conference, and this takes place in a very, very short period of time. It's like a weekend, and we don't get too much one-on-ones that I'm used to. But another little spoiler: there's this lady in this book, and there's this circumstance with this elderly lady, and I had this idea. I'm like, why don't? And would you believe it? But the end of the book, what I thought and wished to happen actually happened in the book. I was like, yes, awesome, great, fantastic. Get in the car, get in the snowplow, head to the hospital, and that's it. You know, Stephanie Plum got married, and we didn't get to see it either. I'm kind of pissed off at that. And I'm so looking forward to my next JD Rob next month. Oh, I can't wait. But anyways, if you could please hit the like and say, check this book out. It's Christmas. It's, gotta do a little Christmas in January. Sorry. Oh, but yeah, Meg and the family and the Carfilly and the chickies and the llamas, and they have a whole menage and stuff like that. So please check it out, and please hit the like and subscribe. It would be nice. I know it would be a miracle. I don't think it will happen. I don't even think I will get close. But it would be cool to hit 1,000 subscribers for my birthday. I don't think it'll happen, but if you could spread the word and let people know I'm here, that's my main goal. It's just to have people watch my videos. I appreciate those of you who do, but I would like to have more of 5 or 6 people. Actually, I want more people to join my videos. Sorry. Please, hit the like. There was this lady that I can't stop but talking about her. She's like, her average video gets 60,000 views. And when it's a bad day, it's 20,000. And I'm like, I would be exploding with fireworks if I get, more than 20 views. Anyways, thank you. Have a good day.